Is it working?
Get really
Are you looking for a business networking event where you can learn more, connect better, and have your business be seen and heard by many? Are you ready to learn how you can take action today in order to improve your business? If so, then join the next Boost Biz Ed San Diego event, which takes place at 11:30 a.m. on the third Thursday of each month at Spaces in La Jolla, UTC. Our next event on September 20th features Ann Bennett of Renegade Branding, and you as our guest will learn how to brand brilliantly and market like Madonna. Get ready to learn and get ready for your business to be seen via our live stream that takes place during the event. Tickets are available at boostbized.com or by visiting the events page at consciousbusinesschamber.com. Are you looking for a business networking event where you can learn more, connect better, and have your business be seen and heard by many? Are you ready to learn how you can take action today in order to improve your business? If so, then join the next Boost Biz Ed San Diego event, which takes place at 11:30 a.m. on the third Thursday of each month at Spaces in La Jolla, UTC. Our next event on September 20th features Ann Bennett of Renegade Branding, and you as our guest will learn how to brand brilliantly and market like Madonna. Get ready to learn and get ready for your business to be seen via our live stream that takes place during the event. Tickets are available at boostbized.com or by visiting the events page at consciousbusinesschamber.com.
Everyone, I want to welcome you to Boost Biz Ed. Woo! so happy to see all of you. My name is Rebecca Massoud. I will be your co-MC today, and Jose Brisebois is another co-MC. So we are so delighted to have you all here, and I just love the intimacy of this group, and so we're going to make this lots of fun and very interactive. So I want to first welcome and thank our allies. So we have some allies that have made this event possible. So first and foremost, Spaces San Diego is our top ally for hosting this event. And so we want to thank them, Erica and CJ of Spaces San Diego at UTC. And Cornelius Simon at the back. He is our media guru. Thank you, Cornelius. Joanne Chen is our coordinator. Thank you so much, Joanne Chen. Jose Brisebois, thank you for being my co-MC. And I want to thank our guest speaker today, the amazing, brand brilliant Ann Bennett. So can't wait to hear you speak again, and really excited. So now we have a quick word from our allies, Spaces, and a live streaming Video Pro commercial. So just hang.
Thank you and congratulations for coming and pausing your week to join us here, because as we all know, action means opportunity for business owners and professionals to improve their business and for speakers to reach their audience. A little bit about Boost Biz Ed. It's been around for 9 years in November. I was really impressed by that number. And our purpose is to connect you with information and insights from top business experts like Ann, that I'm very excited to see speak, so that you can immediately improve your business. Currently, we're in 5 cities and 3 states, and we meet twice a month in each city. And here in San Diego, it's every 3rd Thursday, if you want to put that in your calendar. So now a quick word about the benefits of being a Boost Biz Ed ally. Boost Biz Ed is built to provide you with nurtured leads and to provide our allies with a proven system for delivering consistent value. Inquire about becoming an ally at boostbized.com/ally. And then you can find and promote Boost Biz Ed on our website, boostbized.com. Meetup, we're also on Meetup, Facebook, and Twitter. So for now, let's get on Facebook Live. So on your phone, if you guys want to take out your phones, You can go to Facebook and find Boost Biz Ed dash positively actionable education and share the live stream, because the more we all share, the more we all benefit from it. And now it's time to for you guys to introduce yourselves. So you have 20 seconds to tell us who you are, what value you bring, and why you invested your time to come here today. So did we pass the mic, Cornelius? Oh, you come and sit and come in front. Who's first? Debbie.
Hi. So I'm Debbie Lichter, and I help women entrepreneurs get free around their relationship with food. So food addiction, food obsession, and really help them to lose weight without even thinking or focusing on food at all. And what is the other question?
Why did you decide to come here today?
Why did I decide to come here today? Because I like to connect with good people, and whether it's a room full of 500 people or 5 people, I just always find someone really valuable to connect with. So.
Thank you. Dave. Yes.
My name is Greg Rex. I'm a well-being coach. I started a company about 17 years ago, and now it's grown to pretty big. We're going international next year, and the reason I'm here today is that I'm writing a book, and I have an app for the phone that I want to integrate into my branding, and I'm a little scared about the branding issue because I don't want it to be about me, and I've got to deal with that. We talked about that before so I got some wiring I got to redo.
Okay. Well, you have the right speaker.
Hi, everybody. I'm Diana Patrick, and I'm here for more personal reasons wrapped around business. My husband recently passed away, and that has left me with a business that I know I need to completely revamp. So I'm looking at branding, marketing, and restructuring a business, in addition to possibly starting another business. So I'm figuring you all will be of help, and hopefully I can be of help as well. That's why I'm here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Serena Curran, and I'm an intuitive executive business coach and analyst, and I help people, I help business owners, especially conscious business owners, align with their core superpowers and their purpose so that they can have greater impact, more confidence, make more money, and expend less time, energy, and effort in doing that. And so I find with my clients that when they align with their core superpowers and they get rid of all the malware that's in there causing a problem, and I'm always happy to talk to people about that, that their businesses flow and they step right into their highest financial flow and their highest potential. And that's what I'm all about. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Oh my, it's me. Because now we get to introduce our speaker. You ready? All right, so it's almost time. So I'm just giving Ann a little heads up that, so I want to welcome again our Facebook Live, Boost Biz Ed San Diego. And we are for sure here for some great networking and time to really refuel our energy and connect with one another and grow our businesses. Is that not why we're all here today? So I just want to invite you, turn to your neighbor right now and just say, it's great to see you. Look them in the eye and say, it's really great to see you. Thank you. And so we're going to... Beautiful. Okay, so I just want to remind you, take some great notes. Like Ann is here to give you her best stuff. So be ready to really write down, what your takeaways are, what action, because this is all about, is it not, as business owners, we want to be in action. We have our stuff. We have to confront our fears. And it's about when we can get into action and keep moving our bodies, that's what helps us the most move through our fears, and lots of support. Yes? So I want to introduce our guest speaker. Yes. So Ann Bennett is presenting today, Brand Brilliantly, Market Like Madonna. So is that not a hot title of her talk or what? So, yes, absolutely. So Ann Bennett is the founder of Renegade Branding. Bit of a maverick on our hands here. And she is an international speaker, best-selling author, coach, and brand profit builder. And she uses her marketing and branding genius to help women entrepreneurs and a few good men. I'm looking at you. He's not even looking at me. A few good men build their standout personal brands and boost their profits. And works primarily with purpose-driven entrepreneurs who do transformational work so they can liberate and ignite their unique genius, authentic voice, and build a profitable brand platform. She has 25 years of experience in visual and graphic design, and she's brought her talents to many major magazines, from Popular Mechanics to Vogue. I love the contrast of Popular Mechanics and Vogue, where the devil really does wear Prada. Ann's personal slogan and the cornerstone of all of her programs is this: it's smart to fit in, but it's brilliant to stand out. So with a warm, rousing applause, let's welcome Ann Bennett to the stage.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
You don't need a mic,
I
do you?
actually have my own mic. Isn't that cool?
I love it.
Move around as much as I want. Thank you so much for inviting me to speak today. It's really an honor and a privilege to be here with all you all and all of y'all on live stream. So, today we're going to look at branding and what does it actually have to do with you? What is it all about? What is branding? What is a brilliant brand? So a brilliant brand is something that allows you to actually bring your vibe, your energy, and your attention to who you are. It really tells other people what you're about in a clear and succinct way so that they can understand why they want to be with you and why you're really the only person to take them from where they are to what they want to achieve. So it's really important to understand for yourself, like, what is it about yourself that makes you fascinating and unique? And most of us are like, yeah, I don't think I'm that fascinating or unique, right? It's always kind of something interesting to kind of look at. So we're going to start with looking at some of the big icons that have brands built into what they do, because they've been doing it for a really long time. So Oprah is nurturing, she's spiritual, and she's all about gratitude and being gracious. So when you think about that, you want to think about, how do you bring that to your own business? How do you pump up the nurturing aspect of who you are? Because that's what people connect with. We all love Oprah, most of us. And it's like she's our girlfriend next door. But we've never really been to her house for breakfast, right? But we kind of feel like she knows us. She knows what we're all about. She's been there. She's really transparent with the things that she's gone through, so you can really trust her. So that's really a brand in of itself. Then you have Madonna, the disruptor. She's like bold, brassy. She's kind of a rock star. She has an opinion about everything, whether it's right or wrong, it doesn't matter. She's going to tell you about it, right? She's really going to break through whatever the status quo is. So you want to think for yourself and your own business, how can I pump up that aspect in the products and services that I deliver? Like, what is my point of view about people, about my product, what I'm bringing forth into the world? Then you've got the innovator, Steve Jobs and Apple, okay? He's all about his values. It's all about design, simplicity, and innovation. So you want to think about, how can I bring my values forth in my business? And even, Diana, in a restaurant, there are values that people go for, an experience that they actually go for that they can only find at your restaurants. You know how sometimes you walk into places and people it feels like they know you? It feels like home. It feels like a place you could hang out. That's the experience that Apple has created in their stores, right? You could just go there and hang out all day long. It's really fun. So it's an experience. And once they became very successful at that, then you have Starbucks right behind with a community, or like we're in Spaces. It's all about a community and being with each other. It's an experience that we're having here specifically. So how can you bring that to your business, to whatever it is that you're doing? The number one problem for most entrepreneurs is that they actually don't understand how to create enough clients, keep bringing those clients in consistently so they can do their great work and really make the impact that they want to make in the world. But that's really not the big problem. And that's a symptom of the big problem. The big problem is, how do I actually zero in on who I am to make my brand fascinating and unique to other people, and then build a whole series of products? I know, Greg, we were talking about this. You have all these different pieces. How do I bring them together to align under what I'm really about? And how do I title things then from there? You can't really find your titles until you find this whole thing about your brand and what makes you unique. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. Oh, how do I articulate? Oh, cool, okay. I don't know how to use technology that well. So I see if I double click, there's type. I'm so smart. All right, so, when that happens, what you want to do is you go, I'm so sexy, right? Because that's what it's about. So most of us feel like this. We feel like we're out in the world and people are going to find out that we're not really a big fish. We're like a little guppy. And what's going to happen? So it's like this whole idea of being a fake, or fake it till you make it. That's not what you want to do. You don't want to fake it at all, actually. And it was said to me by Brian Smith, who was the founder of Uggs. Best thing I ever heard was, if you're a guppy, be the best guppy you can be. Because people can see right through you. They can see your bullshit. You want to just show up like yourself and how you are, and people will help you. That's what we're all doing here. We're actually helping each other build our businesses. People are more than happy to do that. But if you're showing up like you got it all together and you're a shark, it's just not going to happen. So I used to be one hell of a rebel till I figured out that being a rebel doesn't really make that much money. It's like, it's a great thing, but when I started thinking about it as a brand, it's a brilliant thing to be. It's just freaking brilliant, and I'm going to show you how. So here's one of my favorite rebels, as you know, Virgin, Richard Branson, billionaire. His whole thing is, screw it, let's do it. How did he come up with the title, Greg? Well, that's how he is about everything. It's no different than how he actually is as a person, that title. He'd get these big things, let's air balloon across the Atlantic, and he was supposed to be at a wedding or something else. He'd be like, screw it, I'm going to do it, because he's an adventurer. Guy's a big adventurer. Okay, then you've got Lady Gaga. Extraordinary. She's not a billionaire. I think she's making, I don't know, $275 million. But the thing that's extraordinary about her is she has built a tribe online of 75 million people that actually are engaged in what they do. And they interact with her, and they interact with each other. Very, very important for you all who are thinking of building tribes. That's what I call monster loyalty. You want to get a book, it's called Monster Loyalty. Look it up. It's killer about how to build a big tribe. Then you've got Elon Musk. This guy's crazy, right? Yeah. SpaceX, he's sending regular people into space to have fun. Oh, take a vacation in space. I like the fact that he's putting cars on Mars. All right? That's what rebel brands are all about. Your brilliant brand actually fuels your success. It fuels your business because people identify with you. We're talking about, should I be in front of my business as a personal brand? Should I not? People actually identify with you, and then they buy your product. Really fascinating. So you want to find your greatness. How do you do that? So we're going to explore that today. I'm going to give you some exercises, so feel free to write and take notes as much as you want. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I know we had this really nice little bio. I'll tell you the other side of the bio, right? The personal part. I moved to New York City in 1980. I didn't know anyone. I was a California surfer girl. I was sharing. I ended up buying property for $10,000 in the East Village in 1986 because nobody wanted to go there. And I ended up being able to live in New York for $350 for 15 years. It was crazy. I was the first woman to work at Popular Mechanics magazine in the art department, and probably the only person that I know of ever to work at Vogue magazine with no fashion in her portfolio. So how do you do that? I'm an expert at how you do that. How you do that is a beingness of who you are and how you enroll people in what you're about. There's a lot of designers in the world. There's a lot of branders in the world. There's a lot of healers in the world. How do you distinguish yourself from everyone else? That's what we're going to learn today, and I'm so excited. So here's what I want to tell you. You all have a unique energy signature. It's like a thumbprint. There is no one like you on the entire planet. And the reason that is twofold, in my opinion. You already come with a genius built in. And then you ungenius yourself over the years, educating, getting, looking like people want you to look, acting like people want you to act. Really, it's how we live in our societies, right? Different societies have different rules, and obviously you have to pay a certain amount of attention to that. But inside of each and every one of you is a unique energy signature and a personal story and a hidden message. And a lot of times we can't see it because we can't see our own eyebrows. It's much easier for me to stand in front of you, Greg, and start to click, 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 click about titles and things and all the stuff that you're already about. Harder for you to see it on your own. So when I work with my clients, it's really a very synergistic. We work together, and I listen very deeply to what they say. I was just watching Ken Burns talk about how he does documentaries. He just intently listens to another person and then puts it all together. Very similar to how I work myself. So some of you know that you have an inner superhero. I call it your inner rock star that wants to come out. Really, it's an inner rebel that wants to come out and be a rock star. So when you look at Wonder Woman, I think Diana, we were just commenting on that your name is actually Wonder Woman's superpower name as a goddess. There's all these natural things that we connect together that most of us don't connect together. So when I work with people, I look at all these separate things and how we can bring them together into your brand to really make it unique and different than what somebody else is doing. So the first mistake that entrepreneurs make is they think it's smart to fit in. Really, it's brilliant and profitable to stand out. And in this day and age of over 1 billion websites, I don't know how many restaurants there are that people could eat in, but it's all about standing out, being different, and bringing a different experience. If you don't do that, what happens is you kind of do, or you meet somebody and you give them your resume. Oh, I've done this, this, and this. This is the modalities that I do, da, 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 da. And the person is kind of like, okay. It's not really memorable. It's not about the other person or how you solve their problem. You basically are just talking about what it is you do. So you don't want to do that. So when you have a brilliant brand, the brand actually speaks for you before you actually speak. So when I saw this Joe, I'm going to screw up your name now. Yes? Jose. When I saw you this morning, I saw a brand. And when I said, what do you do? It totally aligned, right? You're just elegant, beautiful. You came in with an interesting outfit, a little different than what you normally see in San Diego. And it spoke a lot about who you are, what your values are, and what you actually do. It wasn't a surprise to find out that you are all about the elegance of women and how to dress them and how they represent themselves. That's what you want a brilliant brand to do for you, whether it's your restaurant or whether it's your online business, whatever it is that you're doing. So I have a client, Todd. I'm going to tell you a little bit about him. Todd came to me, and he was been in business for about 30 years, marriage and family therapist, kind of really nice guy, had a garage full of books, didn't know how to sell them. And I said, Todd, you know, we need to kind of look at what do you actually stand for and who you are in the world. I think his original tagline was something like, be the best person you can be, or communicate what you want, or something like that. It's like, Todd, what do you actually do, man? Like, who are you? So we came up with a tagline for him. It's called Making the World Safe for Love. What he does is he works with people that are going through difficult times in their marriages, mostly around infidelity. He's got a 90% rate of improvement on your relationship and staying together. So I changed his whole look and feel. I said, Todd, we got to kind of bring up the fascination factor here a little bit, right? The it factor. We got to separate you from all the other marriage and family therapists. So we kind of took him from what I call a Ben Stiller look, kind of baggy clothes, geeky, kind of goofy. Didn't want to like totally revamp him to somebody else, but we wanted him to be able to own exactly what we were creating. So I created him as a really sexy geek, more designed around Justin Timberlake, who is totally geeky. He started researching Justin. They have a lot of similar ways that they look at the world. That's what you want your brand to be like. It's something that people identify when you walk in the room. Like I come in the room and I enter the room. People see me. They already decide I'm a rock star. They've made all these ideas up about me. It's great because it's the right idea, right? If it's the right idea, it's great. So this is how you do it. I want you to ask yourself some empowering questions. So the first question is, why do people love me? When you think about the people that love and adore you, why do they love and adore you specifically? Don't write a novel, but just jot down a couple of ideas here. The next question would be, what do I naturally do that I've done since a child that people come to me for? Most of us who are coaches and in the helping professions have actually been helping people since we were very small. It's not a new thing for you guys. People have been coming to you for your big hearts since day one. Or coming for you to solve a problem for them because you're so doggone smart about putting things together that they can't see. The other thing that is, if you are a parent or a mother, all you have to write is, I can run a small country. Because you take care of other people naturally before yourself, and you're running and orchestrating everything for people all the time. So those are power questions. So now we want to look at, so if you're a rock star type or a disrupting type, how is that reflected in your copy? You have to have your messaging, your copy align with being a disruptor. So you're not going to have flowery copy and nurturing copy so much. Doesn't mean you're not a nurturer. It just means when you come in the room, people see a disrupting personality. They see a rock star. They see someone like Madonna. We were talking about this. Do I have to dress like Madonna? Not really. Not really. And you don't have to really be Madonna, but you do have to be yourself, right? So you can't hide. We'll take questions at the end. Can't hide behind that. Actually, why don't I take it now?
Thank you. So I just wanted to clarify, are you saying we all want to be the rebel rock star, whatever our version of it is? Or are you saying this may be your brand?
Here's how I define that. That's a really great question. So to me, we're all rebels in our own way. And what I mean about being a rebel is certainly when you're fully self-expressed and you're living from your heart and what you're really here to do, you're going to rock the boat, okay? You are going to interrupt the status quo. You are not going to be limited by limiting beliefs and thoughts. If you are, you're going to work to figure out, how do I get out of that? How do I move into really being who I am? So these images that I'm showing you and talking about, these are iconic branding kinds of images, just to give you a place to identify, a place to begin. When we work together, we're going to develop it out with how you speak, how your clients hear you, what they're looking for. How do you speak that in a language that they're going, oh my God, I have to be with you. You're the person for me. Because each and every one of us have clients that are like that. They just are going to love and adore you. And then there's going to be people like, nope, don't care for that. Don't like that. Having a brilliant brand is attraction as much as it is repelling. You want to repel people that, quite frankly, don't get you, will never get you, and they're going to make your life miserable if you decide to work with them. And we've all done that out of having to make some money, right? But don't do that because it really saps your energy. You want to work with people that you absolutely love so that you can really get in there deeply and be with them in a really meaningful way. And when people know that you love them and you've got their back and you're on their team, they're going to go through the fire. And that's what it takes a lot of times for us to make change. So that's a great question. So maybe you're nurturing and helpful. Maybe you're just really a super nice person. You know, like nothing bothers you. You're always like really patient with everyone. You're just like the nicest person. It's who you naturally are. So you want to look at for yourself in your own business, if that's where you identify and that aligns, how is that reflected in my photography? You wouldn't be showing up like a rock star necessarily. Oprah, when you think about Oprah, she's always wearing those big fuzzy open neck kinds of things, right? It's because it's yummy. It's because it's her brand. She probably wears leather once in a while, but we don't see that ever, right? Because we're seeing the brand of the nurturer, the brand of the generous person. Oprah gets a pair of Manolo Blahniks, which are like the Maserati of shoes, and she's like, ah! She's so excited. Thank you so much. I'm so generous. I love it. Reality is she could buy the whole company. But that's not her brand. So her brand is going to come out as nurturing and helpful and really, really nice. Then some of you are geek girls and geek guys. You don't want to hide that. You want to accentuate it. How is that reflected? Are you someone who, Joanne, you're my favorite geek. I love you. So listen, geeks are great because they like to track things. They like to make things work. They like to do the numbers. They love math. They love systems. You've got to have some great systems in your business to free you up. I love them because obviously it's not my strong suit. But geek girls are awesome, right? So if you are that, bring it out, accentuate it. Yes, Joanne, a question. Oh, sure, that's great.
So my question is, we are all multifaceted.
Yes.
So how can we determine which traits to accentuate branding? So let's
Great.
say maybe you're one way as a speaker, but as a coach, you're a different way.
Yeah, great question. So we're all multifaceted. We all have different aspects that we accentuate at different times, right? So how do you decide which one to choose for your brand? The easiest thing is to ask other people what they think of you. Really easy. So when you think of yourself, you think of what comes into the room when I come into the room. What do people say about me? I used to come into the room and people go, oh, there's the rock star. I don't relate to myself as a rock star, okay? I was always behind the scenes. When I worked at Vogue, there were people that were extraordinary, world-renowned people that I worked for. To me, those were the rock stars. I was the support system. So, but when I come into a room, people are always like, here comes trouble. That's usually the first thing they say before the rock star. Here comes trouble, because they know I'm going to like have an opinion, make stuff happen. You know, that's what I do naturally. I've always done that. I did it as a child. I was always in trouble as a kid. My father was a high school principal, go figure. I could never be that good girl. It wasn't going to happen, people. And you all have that too. Things that you were as kids that you've put away. So we look to bring that out. So for you, Joanne, great question. It doesn't mean I'm not spiritual. I'm very spiritual and very quiet person, actually. In my house, at home. And when I work with my clients, we can end up crying together. We could get so moved about something that we're doing. But that's not what I lead with. That's not what people are attracted to when it comes to me. When it comes to you, or it comes to Oprah, or someone else, just like everybody here, people are attracted to you because of your energy signature, whatever that is. So we discuss what that is. If you're quiet and an introvert, that is a lovely thing. It's powerful. People fall in love with you because you listen and they feel safe. Very, very important. So you want to choose the aspect of yourself that is obvious. It's obvious. Joanne, it's obvious you're a geek, right? Am I wrong? So it's pretty easy to see, and if you can't see it yourself, ask someone else. They'll just tell you, because they're like, oh, are you kidding? You're total trouble. Oh, are you kidding? You know, you're the rock star. Oh, are you kidding? You're a nurturer. Beyond my wildest, I just want to cuddle up every time I see you. Because we can't see our own eyebrows, is really what it comes down to. So the second mistake is you don't have a clear message that actually allows your clients to be magnetized to you. And a lot of times people are like, they get really backed up about a clear message because it's clear. Because there's no place to hide, there's no ambiguity. When Steve Jobs gets on and starts talking about the new innovation, the iPod or whatever he's doing, it's extremely clear. So you want your message to be exactly the same way. So if you work in the healing arts, choose a lane that you can really align with and lead with that. Doesn't mean you don't have a whole bunch of other modalities that you do, but that's confusing to people. Most of the time they don't understand it anyway. So what you want to talk about is the outcome of what you produce. If I work with you, Debbie, and you tell me, you know what, which I loved what you said. You said, I help women with addictions and losing weight and this and that, but we don't talk about food. Yeah. Well, what do we talk about? We talk about the value of who you are, and when you finish working with me, you are a rock star. You hold yourself in such high esteem, you would never actually do these other activities. Not that the activities are so bad or wrong, it's just that not the direction the person wants to go, right? Especially if they have something to do in the world that requires a tremendous amount of energy and being present. You have to be healthy or you can't do it. You know, entrepreneurs have a way of running themselves into the ground. It's crazy, but we do it, right? Because we're serving everyone else, being there for everyone else, and then our health goes down. You've got to have impeccable self-care to do big work. You've got to have the energy and the focus. So if you don't have a clear message like that, you're just going to be like, oh yeah, I'm a health coach. I help people lose weight. I think we did that today. We're like, we're working on taglines, right? You want whatever you say and do that comes out of your mouth to excite you when you say it, almost scare you. Because for most of us, we have to own ourselves as our bigness, and then we live into it. So a brand helps you to expand who you are and actually get bigger than you know yourself to be, and then you live into that. So this was the ads that saved Apple from going under and going bankrupt. I think it was in 1986. The Think Different ads. They're probably the most famous ads out there. So some of you are these kinds of people that really want to make an impact in the world and really think that you can, right? So you've got to build a brilliant brand that really aligns with that big vision that you have. So how do we do that? Power words that inspire. So it's time to write a few things about yourself. Here's how you look at power words. Who am I when I am in the zone? When my egoic self has disappeared and I am actually doing what I do best. 3 words that describe myself. Or you could look at it, 3 words that describe myself when I'm working with a client and my focus is just 100% on them. So when you look at these 3 words, you want to look at, do I actually message my brand like this? Do I tell people, do I share these values that I know that I happen to have with them? That's what inspires people to come and work with you, is those 3 words. Mine are, I change them around quite a bit, but mine are innovation, passion, and fun. If it's not fun, I'm not doing it. That's just the name of the game. It's the most creative way to live your life. So let's look at the 3rd mistake. You don't have a unique delivery system for what it is you do. You've got to have a system or a methodology or something that simplifies this big work that's going on. Because I know if I ask any of you what you do and you told me all of the steps and all the pieces I was going to go through, I would be completely overwhelmed and go, yeah, not today. I feel tired, I'm too busy, whatever it is. I don't have the money. So when you have this unique solution, people naturally just come to you. Oh, I know. She's got the blueprint for, who I am and, what I came into with the world and how I messed myself up and how I can get out of that. Awesome. I want to know that. You don't tell me everything we're going to do. So, Jeff Bezos did not invent shopping. He innovated what we do around shopping. He made it simpler. He made it very client-friendly. I bet you everybody here uses Amazon. I hope you've bought stock. And it's a unique system that he has, right? And people are starting to catch on to doing it in their businesses. So you want to have this unique system. The biggest reason why you want this unique system is it separates you from anyone else in the same field that you're in, doing the same thing that you're doing. When you have a unique system or a methodology, people will come to you because that's who they want to be with, and that's who they're going to pay the big bucks. If you don't, and some of you are really, really good at what you do, but you haven't articulated or really expressed this methodology or system, you need to do that. And I'm going to show you a very simple way to do it. So I want you to think about your delivery system yourself, how you deliver whatever it is. And you want to write down 3 things that you actually deliver, cause for someone else. And I know it's a little bit of a stretch when you have a restaurant, but you do cause something for people. Enjoyment, a unique experience, a community, a passion for a certain type of food. Yeah. There's things that are being caused. So you want to write 3 things that you actually cause, and then the one big thing that you frickin' deliver no matter what, any time of day, 24/7. Somebody gets with you and they're going to get this thing. So when you have this 3 or 4 on your list, I like to work with 6. It just works marketing-wise. But you want to have definitely less than 10, I would say no more than 7 steps to your delivery system. And start to, under each one of those categories, write a list of things that you actually do there. And when you get that, what you're going to have is a program, a system, a set of videos that you can shoot. You're going to have all your marketing. You know, when you work with me, we develop it out a little bit more. We put, more things in there, and I help you really develop it. But essentially, that's an outline to anything that you want to do. So here's what happens when you have a brilliant brand. You have the messaging and you have the system of the platform. You've got visibility, impact, and you are going to make money. That's just how it works. It's kind of a no-brainer. You line those things up and it will happen for you. So what I want to do for you all today, live streaming and you guys that are here, is give you a couple of freebies and some things to help you unleash your rebel voice. If you want to sign up and work with me, please do. I have these sheets for you to fill out to win one of my 2 books. You can either be a hot woman that rocks. This is an anthology of midlife women entrepreneurs and how they got involved in what it is they're doing. Or my fabulous book, Laughing Your Way to Loving Yourself, 12 Steps, 7 Habits, 4 Agreements, and 1 cup of veggie soup for the soul. A little irreverent, a lot of wisdom, a lot of fun. Simple. And, if you want to sign up and talk to me, great. If you guys have some questions of what we've covered, I think we have time, right?
Do you want this now? Or are you doing
Yeah, let's do the raffle now. Just fill everything out. Tell me what you want. If you want the Rebel Voice, check that. If you want to talk with me and have a complimentary session, check that. If you know someplace I can speak, check that. This is like the way that I get to stay in relationship with you, because actually marketing is about relationship. It's totally about relationship. A brand can help you sell. And the one thing that I want to leave you guys with as we're collecting these, and you guys on live stream, remember that people are actually buying from you. They might buy your value, they might buy what you stand for, but they're actually buying your personality as well. People followed Steve Jobs for a reason. I don't think Wozniak could have sold the way Steve Jobs does. I just don't think so. Maybe, but not so much. So you have to realize as entrepreneurs, we are the face of our business, and we are the first person out the door that people are relating to. That's why when you have a brand that's so strong, you kind of can relax. It kind of sells for you in a way. My brand sells for me. People find me online, they see my stuff, they see me speak, and they're like, I know Ann is the person I want to work with. There's a lot of other branding people. There's a lot of great people, and sometimes I work with them. It's not a competition. It's really about what you do best and who you can serve the best. So I don't think I should draw this.
You want me to draw?
Yeah.
What if I draw my own?
Well, wouldn't that be awesome?
Let's see, where did I put mine in the book? Debbie Lichter.
Debbie Lichter.
Hey.
Your choice of books. I won't be offended by either one. This is an international bestseller. And this is just my favorite because I did it for no reason. It wasn't a branding thing. It just was a love of mine.
Which one do you like better?
Well, what are you trying to do? And then, it's always like, what do you like to read? Do you like to laugh and be inspired? Or do you like to cry and be inspired? 2 different flavors. All right, 2 different flavors.
I'll take your book.
Right. Feel free to, it's designed so that you can rip the pages out and put them on the wall. There's poster pages, right? So thank you very much. I'm seeing this sign. What does it mean? Oh, question. Oh, yeah.
So, Monica.
Monica, hello.
So, what's your Facebook business page? How can you?
Oh, my Facebook business page, nice, that's a good question, is Ann Bennett Marketing. And I do a lot of teaching. I do a lot of Facebook Lives. I also do them on my personal site because more people watch them. I have a Facebook group called Rebel Soul Branding. If you want to reach out and join that group, that'd be awesome. Every Wednesday I'm answering branding questions. So if any of you online or anybody here wants a branding question, personal branding question answered and help with it, I do videos on Wednesday where I just take your question and answer it. Monday I teach an interview series where I interview other entrepreneurs called Real, Raw, and Relevant, because it's everything that you want to know about how to live an extraordinary life. So thank you so much. And remember, it's smart to fit in, but it's brilliant to stand out. And be unapologetically you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Did you guys take lots of notes? Yeah, that was really, really good. Thank you so much. So, yes. All right. So the last part of our time together is hearing from our allies. And so we have, I'm going to ask our allies, and I'll just call you up, and then you can take 1 to 2 minutes to share about what you do and share with our group. And you might have, some kind of event or call to action that you want to share with us. So let's see. Yes. Oh. The action form. Everyone have a copy of this? So this is just a form that you can use, and this is to keep you accountable, and so you can take some notes here. Does anybody? I see a lot of blank faces. Like, what are you talking about? Okay, so. Is the idea, are they turning these in?
They're turning in the top portion and keeping the bottom portion when they write their action.
Okay. So what we would love each one of you to fill this out, sharing about your expectations from today, how likely you're to refer others, what your action or feedback is from today, and who you would like to connect with further for further action. So actually, let's hold on to these because you're going to hear from our allies first, and then you're going to know who you want to connect with. So, well, you've heard from Ann, so she's right there. So you can check that box. And then we'll hear from, let's see. Let's call up our, does Spaces come up? Does Erica come over? No. Okay. All right. That's on the list, but all right. So how about Cornelius? Would you like to come up and share with us, be in the front of the room for a change?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cornelius Simon. Pleasure being here today, seeing some familiar faces, and of course, good to hear a presentation again. I like it. From the last one I saw. Very good. Good information. Very thought-provoking. Again, my name is Cornelius Simon with Live Streaming Video Pro. I'm back there doing the live streaming, so those who are watching via Facebook Live, hopefully you enjoyed the content as well as the quality. If you are looking for, call it a speaker's reel or sales copy video for your programs, your courses that you may be launching here in the next couple of months, definitely reach out to me. I have a studio that I have set up where you can come in and actually create your programs or create your copy video, as well as if you have an event that you want to live stream. What people don't know is that if you have some great content and you have a national or international audience, you can actually leverage live streaming video to drive revenue by offering live ticket events. And so that's another thing I'd like to share with people who has, again, a national or international audience, that we can come in and set yourself up and be able to live stream your event so you can actually charge for that. So if that's of interest to you, please reach out to me. I'm in the back here. Also find me on Facebook, Cornelius Simon, or Live Streaming Video Pro. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Cornelius Simon. And Cornelius, you'll share that on our Facebook page, Facebook group? Yes. So, yes, you heard his offer, and then you can go also on the Facebook group, the Conscious Business Network San Diego, and see his offer posted there. So how about Joanne Chen? Please come on up. Joanne is our amazing coordinator for Boost Biz Ed. Here you go.
Thank you, Rebecca. I actually wrote a fairly new elevator speech based on Ann's talk, so I was doing my homework. Besides being currently the director of speaker promotions at the Conscious Business Chamber of Commerce, I'm also the coordinator and I do other tasks. And besides that, I am an inspirational speaker, storyteller, coach who does stand-up comedy. And as you can tell, I am Asian American, if it hasn't been obvious. And there's several stereotypes that actually fit me, which is I'm hardworking and detailed, but I am a recovered perfectionist type A personality. And my journey has been learning how to let go of perfectionism and perfection to pave my own way in the world. So that's a promise that I offer to people is I can help you get clear, get affirmed in terms of your mission, your values, get energized, and get going. So if you'd like to know more about what I do, feel free to come and talk to me or message me on Facebook. My webpage is Joanne, JOANNE, T as in Tom, Chen, CHEN.com. And if you'd like to learn more about working with the Chamber as an ally, please also feel free to talk to me. Thank you. Thank you, Ann.
Thank you, Joanne. Okay, and let's have Jose Brisbois come up.
Okay, I'm going to say my name the way it's supposed to really be pronounced. You ready? Jose Brisbois. I know it's difficult, but so I say Jose Brisbois for, everyone here. So I'm a personal fashion stylist for women speakers and business owners. And they come to me because they want to have a memorable branded image, and they want to gain instant credibility the minute that they step on stage or in front of their ideal clients. And we do that with a branded image, and I also teach women how to look more sophisticated and chic so that they can achieve like this whole combo wow factor. And my website is We Can Style, WeCan and style.com.
Thank you, Jose. All right, everyone. So I will share what I do. No pressure, right? After hearing Ann, I'm like, oh shit, do I have? Exactly. Exactly. It is an iterative, evolving process. So here is the version right here in this very moment. I'm Rebecca Massoud, and I'm a marketing and presentation coach and creator of the Speak, Shine, Sell workshop. And what I do is I help entrepreneurs. I love working primarily with soulful entrepreneurs to use speaking as a way to attract your ideal clients. And I do this through a one-day workshop that I teach. It's called Speak, Shine, Sell, because we need all three of those to be a success in our businesses. Do we not? The shine is about your presence, being who you are, fully showing up, shining your light. And then we got to know how to speak and get our message out there. And we also know how to sell, because that's a big part of how we grow a business. And so I teach this workshop where you will actually create your client attracting signature talk. So it's a very practical, step-by-step, we go top to bottom for creating an awesome presentation like Ann gave today. And very much about, bringing your full brilliance and your story and your amazing content, and then sharing your offer. So we go through all the pieces of having an awesome talk put together that attracts the clients that you are so meant to work with. So my offer is I have a workshop coming up. It's on September 28th. It's a week from Friday. It's a one-day, 9 to 4. And it's priced at $227. That's the full price. And I'm offering a super special for all of you today. I'm taking $100 off. So you can come and when you sign up and join me today for $127. And I have flyers here that if you just want to take it and just learn more information about it or talk to me. So thanks for your attention. And let's see what's next. What's that? Okay. Yeah, so I just really want to acknowledge Jose and myself. This is our very first time doing this, and there's a lot of like technical stuff, and we are not techies. No. We're not geeks. And and so thank you all for just, hanging in there with us when we're like, okay, what's next now? And but I hope this has been really fun and yes. Awesome. So we are.
Aren't the two of them just extraordinary together? You guys should just stand up together.
She dressed me. So I owe. Yeah. All right.
Funny line right there. She dressed me. Hello. I would brand that right away.
Okay. So Jose's standing here because she's saying, "Give me the freaking mic right now," because it's my turn. So.
No, it's okay. Take your time.
I think we're done. I'm done. Okay. Here, and so Jose is going to close us out. Oh, just a reminder. So go ahead now. Now you've heard from all the allies. You can fill this out, please, and turn this in. And then you can also put your action from today. What is it you're going to do? What's that one takeaway, that one step forward? Because that is what's going to keep you in motion and help you confront your fears of being seen and visible and making a lot of money. All right, so do that and turn that into Joanne. And we'll hand it over to Jose.
Okay, we're just going to close things up just by announcing the upcoming events that we have. This Boost Biz Ed. I always think it's a funny thing to say. Boost Biz Ed San Diego. So as I said, it's every Thursday, third Thursday of the month. So it's on October 20th from 11:30 to 1. And thank you for attending today's workshop. Get out your calendar, as Rebecca said, to assign a time to take that action that you're going to write on your sheet and complete and turn in your forms. Come back, invite a strategic colleague, and spread the word. And we'll see you next time. One action higher. We have left this time for the most important actions we can take with each other today, and that is networking with each other and just getting to know each other better, which is like one of the great things about networking. So thank you all for coming, and hope to see you next month.